Hey everyone, do you like my light that it uploaded? It's been YouTube Live sometimes does not like me, so I'll have to upload that photo later, but hopefully it fixes. If not, it's going to be that light. So I'm going to let everyone join. Welcome to Make It Monday. We're going to be making the card you see here. It's going to be a completely different color, but as people are joining, just want to let everyone know, welcome. This is live, so we will be answering questions during the live broadcast. So if you're listening to this later, that is why sometimes we randomly answer questions. Also, Sean will be trying to get questions, so if you have a question, let me know, and he'll answer it for you. Real quickly, while people are joining, I just want to let you know there was an impromptu mystery box released today, and it is a Cuttlebug mystery box. I'm going to show you really quick what comes in it. The link is down below. You can use KK15 to save 15%, and you will get free shipping. These are the things you'll get. So you get this one here, which is a winter themed one. Also, it's $39.99, and once again, you can use my code, and then also you can make sure that you use my link down below. So it's like worth $100 and some, but you also get this one. You'll get this one. This one. Ooh, that one. You get these. These are actually can be ran through the Cuttlebug machine. They are metal pieces, but you can put them in between an embossing folder, and it makes it very cool looking. You get this one here, which is same thing, metal pieces. Some more folders. And then this one is the Anna Griffin Create, I think it's called Frame Sentiment, and it's doesn't say exactly which one you're going to get, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. So that got released today. We didn't know it was coming. It was completely out of left field. So once again, the link is down below. It is the May mystery box, and it is worth like $110, but it's $39.99. Use KK15, you'll get 15% off. So these are all the things, and if you use my link, I do appreciate it. Myself and Sean get a small commission, which helps us bring stuff. So we are going to get started on this card. Now this card, you can have it two different ways. You can kind of go with this cool imperfect look, which is kind of, you'll see here it's a little bit not perfect, or we can do it perfect. We're going to be doing some of that. We are changing the color up. This one I used Fun Stampers Journey. It is the electric lime. We're going to be using the watermelon with some different distress crayon colors. This card does take some time to dry. I do have my heat gun. However, if it doesn't, it might get a little messy as we're finishing the project. So I'm going to get started because there is a lot of steps we have to do. Please, if you have questions, make sure to ask. Sean is available to answer questions and tell you my process. The stencil I'm using is Fun Stampers Journey. Once again, all of my links are down below in the description. This is called the Bloom Wall, and I love it because it gives you a little bloom. And I hopefully got all of the colors off so that way it doesn't bleed that green on there. Now I'm going to be securing this using some blue painter's tape, and I have the Big Daddy blue painter tape, which I really like, so that way we know it won't move. Here's the deal, is I'm using Ken Oliver's Best Craft Mat Ever. It literally is the best craft mat ever. However, one thing I will make note is normally I would use washi tape to secure this. And because this has a no, like it's a no skid, right? You are not able to use washi tape to stick. My washi tape comes right up. But I basically want to make sure this is in there because I am going to be using some distress crayons in here, and I want to make sure that this does not move. So I'm going to do this all the way around.
Kristen just got her match. Was it?
And there's someone called, and it does put us on pause. Sorry about the interruption there. Someone called my phone and it put us on a pause. So it paused you guys. So I apologize about that. So in the description down below, I did give you all the links to this here for all of the distress cans from Tim Holtz. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. But the other one I used different colors. That's why I wanted to give you all the links. I will show you guys the mystery box again at the end. I'm sorry, I just don't want to interrupt and show you again while we're in the project. So I do apologize. But if you go to any of our posts, you'll see most everyone showed you what was in it. I'm going to use From Light to Dark. And this is a pretty easy technique. However, I will say I did go through a lot of my distress crayons. All I'm going to do is fill in kind of at an angle. We don't you want to go at an angle too, because I noticed when I was going straight up and down, unfortunately, it would just get the top there and it wouldn't get inside, which then was wasting kind of, see how that one there? These have a little twist top, so you can just twist it, but I don't want to waste too much because a lot of it then was just stuck on that. But we'll start with the purple, and I'm just going to go from light to dark. This one is, so this purple was Wilted Violet, and this one is Seedless Preserves. And hey, Tamitha, how are ya? So, and we're just going to kind of go from light to dark here, filling in kind of at an angle, so we, like so. And we're going to continue to do that until we get to the lightest color in the middle. This is Picked Raspberry. Now, this portion is the longest part of the video, and like I said, it might not dry, so if it doesn't dry, it's just going to be a messy, messy project. The other card, obviously, I could wait for it to dry overnight, but this one is not going to obviously do that. I missed some over here. The other thing I recommend is you could do this on a larger paper and cut it down later. Problem with that is the Distress crayons, what I'm using, does take a while to dry. You could also just take some Distress crayons and use it in some paste, like some medium paste, and just color it. The problem is you lose some of the vibrancy from the crayons, and I really wanted a vibrant color with this. And when I put it in my basically my medium, and I can grab you some of that to show you what I'm talking about, I lost the color from the crayons, and these colors are so vibrant, they're so beautiful.
What color is this one?
Oh, I'm sorry, this is Sponge Sugar. I didn't want to lose that, and so by doing that though, it's a little bit harder to apply because I can't just take a knife and just put it on like a stencil. I have to kind of go like this, which isn't a big deal, but you might not want to spend that much time. So now we're just going to go work our way back using the same colors this way. So we're going to do Picked Raspberry and just kind of go back with it.
Do you need to use light or heavy pressure when applying the crayon?
Normally I'm not pushing very hard at all. It depends on the stencil you're using. This is a high ridge stencil, and what I mean by that is I have to push a little bit harder in this to get my color to go all the way in. But normally, no, you wouldn't have to. And you wouldn't normally have to use this. You could use, like I said, a paste and just mix it in and kind of color it if you wanted to. The problem with that, once again, is I lost my color, which would bum me out because these colors are they're beautiful. And so you don't want to lose it. And we're not trying to be perfect here because what we're going to do is next the fun part. So now that we have our colors there, I'm actually just going to use my finger and rub it in. If you're not getting a good transfer, so you'll start to see it transfer here, you'll notice right away where it's heavier and it's lighter. So you can go, but the big thing is when you start to do this, you're going to start mixing the colors a little bit. So you just want to make sure you don't go and, if I'm mixing right here, now I'm going to go into this color, I don't want to work my way back. So we're literally, just like you would normally in school, we're going to kind of mix some of these colors. And as you're going, if you notice you're not as strong on some, we can add some more.
Use crayons instead of inks.
It gives it a nice rich look. So on this finished one, it makes it feel and has a good texture to it. So for me, that's the reason. So it's just a medium to work with. You could obviously, you could do this with inks, you could do it with sprays, you could do it with a whole bunch of different things. And to be quite honest, the reason I'm using my crayons is I haven't used these crayons yet. And I've had them now for, a year, and I wanted to use them. I wanted to incorporate them, and they're kind of fun. It gives it a nice waxy look, which I really like. And so it was just a fun way for me to use the crayons that I hadn't used yet. And that's kind of, I actually, one of my good friends, Lori Noonmaker, I don't know if you guys follow her on YouTube, she just posted a video about buying all these craft supplies and not using them and, finding your style. And that's the reason I kind of wanted to use these was I haven't used them. I was kind of intimidated by the crayons. I didn't know really what to do with them, and then I realized we could do a lot of different things. So once I'm done here, we can see the spots that aren't as dark, so I'm going to add some more there, because I'm going to work my way back really quick. And there's some in the middle here that I want to darken up. And I'm not using much crayons, guys. I'm just using a little bit here, but if you want to use more, absolutely, the sky's the limit. Obviously, it's just going to be longer to dry is the big thing. And I'm just going to take my finger and work my way back. And I'm not going to spend as much time because I kind of want the gradual to mix in. And we could keep doing this all day long, but we're not going to. All right, so once you get to this point, you're going to want to have baby wipes ready to go.
And a quick hello to everybody that said hello. Since he was talking, I didn't say hello. So hello, everybody.
All right, so here is our card all ready. Now, you can hit this with the heat. You want to be very careful because this is definitely in a delicate stage right now and you don't want to mess with that. You could start hitting it with the heat gun, like so. We're going to set it off to the side and kind of let it do its thing while we get everything else ready on the card. And I'll probably still have to do heat gun, but just look at that with the crayons. Isn't that fun? All right, so while that is drying, we're going to go ahead and get up. Now, this mess mat cleans up awesome. I mean, that's why I love this thing, is it is awesome. So the next thing we're going to concentrate is the sentiment. Now, for those of you who are on YouTube, I follow Jennifer McGuire. I love her YouTube channel. And I saw this technique a while ago that she did using stamping and basically using stamping to foil. And that's what we're going to do here. Now, you can get two different looks. You're going to be able to get this, which is not perfect, and then one that's a little bit better. And I will show you the differences here. But what we're going to do to get that, we already have this cut, so we don't have to worry about this, is we are going to stamp it using the Misty. So, I'll show you all my supplies here before we get going. I have Brutus Monroe Icicle. You want to use Icicle or white, something of that sort. I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to use that. I finally got an embossing tool here, which is the Embossing Powder Prep. And it comes in this little pouch here, and you just rub it all over your paper before you stamp, and that way it should give you a better look. We have Bristol Smooth Paper, which I love stamping on, and then the Misty. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Misty is, it is a great tool that allows you to stamp and not worry about having to realign again. You'll also need some sort of clear pigment ink, and I'm going to use the Fun Stamper's Journey. So the first thing I'm going to do before I even put my stamp in there is this is where we're going to be stamping. I'm going to take this embossing tool powder, because here's the deal: is anywhere you have embossing powder, it's going to transfer the foil, which isn't a huge deal, but still, you want to make sure there is no issues there. Oh, I have to trim this a little bit. Let me trim it real quick.
No, it says, I always forget to use that.
I know, and feel it. It gives it,
They can't feel it.
Well, I was telling you to feel it.
Oh.
Feel that. See how it kind of gives it a rougher, so that way it gets basically rid of your static. And I'm going to just use the same stamp I did last time, which is from the Tim Holtz Kling stamps. I think they're called Phrases 2. And it's the life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful, which is right there. And I'm not going to worry too much. I just kind of want it in the center here because we're going to be die cutting this out. And the great thing about the Misty is it'll pick it up right there. And if I don't get a good transfer on my pigment ink, I can go back and redo it, which is really nice on the Misty. So I just want to make sure. You can use Versamark. I just happen to have this. And once you think you have a good, just want to get a good transfer there. And I'm going to do it just to be on the safe side again. All right, so once we think we got a good transfer, let's pray and hope we did, because it's hard to see. I'm just going to use my Brutus Monroe embossing powder here. And I don't have a fancy tray, I just kind of do this. And I dump a lot on there. And the reason I use the paper is I used to use one of those trays and I started getting cross-contamination from other ones, so now I just use this. Now it's really important, you want to make sure you check, because anywhere you have basically the embossing powder, it will transfer over, and you just want to make sure. That actually looks pretty good. If it's not, that's the great thing about this card, is it's in perfect card, Sean.
Yeah, Miss Melody says she hates the trays too.
Yeah, I think Jennifer McGuire uses coffee filters. Gina K uses just kind of a sheet of paper. That's what I've just started to use.
Marianne just talked about that. Yeah. Have you ever used coffee filters?
Yeah, so a lot of people have their own ways. I personally, those trays just contaminate. If you have used, let's say, blue, and you think you got it all, but you then start using clear, you're going to know right away you didn't get it all. It's very unfortunate.
You spray with a fixative to keep it from reacting, something about the crayons. If you use the crayons.
What about the crayons?
Do you have to use a reactive material? I don't know. So the question was kind of...
Nope, that was just the crayons that gave us that look. So I did give you guys links for more heat tools besides just the Fun Stampers Journey. There's an Amazon link for a Doris one. I think it's only like $12 and it does very well. I let mine heat up a while before I hit it, and I'm just going to make sure it turns here. You'll see it go from a powder kind of to a nice, gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. It'll be a powder and then it will be...
kind of a glazed.
Yeah. There it goes. When I first got it, I was always afraid I was going to put the heat on for too long. And if you don't get a good heat on this, it doesn't work.
You can already see the shine. The shimmer.
So the way you can check is you'll take your thing and you'll kind of do this in the light and it'll tell you if you got it all. And my last one I could see I missed a little bit on the L. So we now have this, and I am going to run it through because really, let me show you here. You can't really see it, but there is a nice stitch on here. And this is part of Gina K's new line. So Gina K, and I gave you the links once again down below. She has these stitch sets. I've already cut the black one, which is a single stitch. And now we're going to cut this out, and that's a double stitch. And what's nice is these work together to where when you're done with the double stitch, you overlay it over the single stitch. It will hide this stitch and give you just a really, really nice offset.
Almost a 16th of an inch.
Yeah.
Little border.
So it's a great, I thought it was a brilliant concept she came up with. So I'm obsessed with it. My plates have been well used, so I'm going to be putting it down with some washi tape. And that is for the dual stitch. And we're just going to make sure it's nice and lined up as best to your ability. Once again, we don't have to be 100% perfect, but... Right, Sean?
Yep.
That's what Sean tells me, at least. That's what I'm working on, is I don't have to be perfect. I don't think he really knows that, but... Because in my world, I feel like you do have to be perfect. So we are going to run this through my Cuttlebug. And I do use a magnetic plate, but in this case, the magnetic plate, unfortunately, I've used it so much it doesn't really provide anything.
Glad you're feeling better.
Oh my gosh. So am I. Last week this time, it was not good. Now, I did have, unfortunately, some stuff transfer over from my tape, which is not a huge deal. There is, here it is. I have this makeup brush that can usually get a lot of this stuff off. And you just, and if not, well...
Oh, you must find the beauty of imperfection.
Well, I'm still working on that in life. So now we have a nice double stitch that will layer perfectly with that. Let me show them that wide ring in. So we are going to now foil this. And I saw some black little boogers on there I'm going to try to get off. This is probably why I should. All right. So we're going to be using this nice purple.
Pretty.
Now, this is the part that freaks me out. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did buy the Amazon Basic. I'm worried about the card over there if you can grab it.
Yep.
I bought the Amazon Basic laminator. I think it's like $21 on Amazon. And normally I would run this through the carrier. But according to my hero, Jennifer McGuire, she told me I can just run it through without a carrier and I'm going to get a better transfer. So it still scares the crap out of me, but let's try it until it catches. Oh my gosh, we're scared. I've never tried this with this machine, so we're going to see. Is everyone scared as I am? I always have used a carrier. Oh no! We have a situation. Oh, good save, Ken. Good save. Good save.
You're gonna have to get a new purple.
Do you think I should get a new purple?
Yeah, because now it's all has.
All right, Sean has spoken.
I would say yes.
I don't think I have to, but Sean, if you say so.
Well, you figure that's probably got wrinkles,
Goobies.
wrinkles and stuff. Look at that. See? If you use that, it's gonna have wrinkles on it.
Well, we don't want wrinkles. Nothing in this house. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe it won't work because when she did it, she had it with a card. And if it gets stuck in the machine, the live video is over.
Linda says use the same sheet.
I would have used the same sheet, but no. Sean said no. We can't use the same sheet. All right. It came out. I don't know how good this is going to be, people. We're going to have faith. You got to have faith. All right, I'm going to let it cool real quick. We're going to put this over here. Now, if you were to have used a carrier, and it still could turn out like this, who knows, the carrier won't give a really good results. So, let's see what results we got this time without using it. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're going with it, Sean. What do you think, Sean? That did not work out like we thought it would.
No, it would not. No, it did not. Kind of
I think
smeared
it did kind of smear. It probably got stuck in there. But I'll tell you, it transferred. There's no missing pieces. That's for dang sure. Sean, should we redo it? Uh-oh.
Probably,
I just
yes.
want to let you guys know when Sean says, that usually means, yes, you need to redo it, and he's just trying to be super nice.
Smushed it. Bonus has smushed it.
So, when Sean does that, that usually means, yeah, you screwed it up.
Yes, redo. It's unusable. Redo. Go for it. Redo. Oh my god. Come out and hang with us.
So, we're going to redo it because
You think it melted the embossing powder
I don't
too
know.
much?
maybe that Amazon... Oh, I didn't use my embossing tool on this. Just like Melody said, she always forgets.
Yeah.
Oh, well. You know what?
Oh, well.
Oh, well. I don't, maybe Amazon, I don't know why it did that. I wish I had an answer, Sean, but I don't.
Crafty Caboose says, yes, redo it.
Yeah, see?
Please.
That's the imperfection in me, too, is saying, redo it. It's screaming to me, that looks like horrid.
Can you run it through twice with a carrier?
Ooh, let's try it. Why not? This is new territory, peeps. Normally, I've never stamped and embossed like
the
this.
embossing powder is not fine enough, according to Melody.
Ooh. It says it's ultra fine, though. Ultra fine. But she could have a point. Well, it could be. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is that's not the desired. Ooh.
Crafty Caboose says, yeah, it has to be perfect.
Has to be perfect.
That's what she says. That's how she likes it. Perfect.
Yeah, if it's not perfect, even though this YouTube live was called Perfect Imperfection, if Crafty Caboose says redo, we redo. Alright, so we're going to heat bosses. I don't see any.
Yeah, Melody says, try a carrier and then run twice.
Alright. You guys have heard it.
Liar, liar's pants on fire. That's what Renee said.
It worked for Jennifer McGuire. I just want everyone to know that. She's perfect, though, maybe. Who knows?
Angela also says, do the carrier and do it twice.
I'm just so bummed out. I was hoping that would come out and you guys would all go, ooh.
Ah.
She has a Royal Sovereign, so maybe that's why.
So she's got the nice one.
Well, she has the 9-inch of the Royal Sovereign, not the 12-inch, but still, yeah, maybe.
Kristen says, thanks for showing. This is how true crafters deal with.
Okay, that's good. Never a dull moment in Ken's Creations lab. Oh, now we have to do this all over again. Emac, you turn back town. All right.
Copy paper would works good, not too thick. Aren't you using parchment?
I use wax paper.
Parchment.
Oh, parchment. Yeah, wax would be bad, huh? Wax would be bad. So now we have to recenter it all.
Sing it, Ken.
That whole time, every time I sing that, it reminds me of, for those of you who watched Will and Grace, he would always sing it like with Jack, and he would go, Eva, you turn back home. And he would really emphasize the, oh, I don't like that there's that there. So we're gonna, now I'm so super conscious about this. Like, now I'm like, it's gotta work this time. If it doesn't work, people are gonna be like, they're gonna unsubscribe, and they're gonna stop watching us, Sean, and they're gonna be like, shh, this guy told us this would work, and it didn't. And now, can't watch.
Will and Grace, my favorite show.
It was a great show. In fact, we started rewatching it.
Yeah, we did.
And then we stopped.
That's right, because we have a lot of the shows that we need to watch.
We have what?
We have other shows we want to watch.
Like what?
The stuff that we're watching. We're trying to catch up on Gotham. We're trying to catch up.
Ooh, Gotham's good.
Little more violent lately.
Yeah, it is a little violent. A little violent. We don't like violence. Alright, so, what did you do with my parchment paper? Sean?
I don't think it checked. Is it up here?
Oh, found it.
It's underneath.
Alright, so we're going to run it through now.
Yes, Will and Grace is coming back.
Yeah.
I think they did so well with that promo one time. Yeah, they're going,
That was for the election, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Wow, that sticks really good to that.
Yeah,
Alright.
10 episode special.
10 episodes. Hey, I would have taken it if it was 2 episodes. Okay, guys, we're going to use the carrier this time, okay?
Parchment paper.
Parchment paper. I will say I do like this laminator for 21 bucks. Watch your head, Sean. There it goes.
Angela's been watching Gotham as well.
Gotham is very violent this year.
Yeah. But it's good.
It is good.
Crafty Caboose goes, drum roll, please.
Crafty Caboose, I am so nervous.
You gonna run it twice?
I don't know. Should I run it through twice? What do you guys think?
Where's Riley? She's out in the other room sleeping.
Yeah.
Which is why we don't hear her barking.
Do you guys think I should run it through twice?
Everybody was. Everybody said run it twice.
Run it twice. Okay. I'm just going to take a peek. Okay. Here goes.
20%.
Sean gave me my 20% warning on the battery, which means he might have to take it off of our fancy dancy whatever.
Our gimbal.
Gimbal.
The smartphone Steadicam.
Smartphone Steadicam.
Thanks to Miss Melody.
Why?
Because she's got it first. And she says, I gotta get it.
Oh, yeah, she had it. That was what my Facebook commercial was filmed on.
Yeah.
All right. It's the moment of truth. I'm nervous. I'm going to take a peek at it first. It did it again. I wonder if that maybe it is that embossing. Because it didn't this time, and I did the same exact thing, people. I'm not even lying to you.
Did you use a different stuff or the same thing?
No. So I'm wondering if, I don't know, maybe it's too hot. What do you have it set on, 3 or 5?
5.
I don't know, but we're going to go with it for now, and I'll fix it later. That's really weird, guys, because it worked yesterday. As you can see here, it worked perfect. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Unless it's the foil. I don't think the foil would have done it.
Marine says it's the powder.
You guys really think it's the powder?
No foil before you cut. Laminate it first, then cut it out.
Laminate for... Okay. You know what? Now that you say that, I think I did that. You guys are going to be sick of me.
And if it's not 100% dry, that happens. And
Ooh.
Then Rosanna says it's probably too hot. It's the heat on the powder per Melody. Yeah, it's the powder. Lower the setting.
Lower the setting on the... On the what?
On the... Probably do a 3 mil so it's not as hot. They take a while to cool, though.
So you say laminate it and then cut it too. We'll try it both.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Is this paper big enough? Yep, just barely.
Too much heat and we'll do that, just use the same...
Use the same what?
She said something about poise. Turn it over. It's melting it flat so it's too hot. Powder it.
Powder. Oh, good catch. Who said that?
I went by too fast. I didn't see it.
So this is great. You guys all can learn this with me because it worked yesterday. So I'm just completely floored on why it's not working.
You are reheating the powder and it's smushing out.
So you guys think a different powder? Is that what I'm hearing, Sean?
Sean, if we were to only laminating machines through the Amazon, you guys get some credit? Yes, that is true. We do get credit if you go through his link.
So what is everyone saying? Is it the powder that we want to try there? I have different powder, but...
Could just be too hot. Run through once.
See, I think once, because
I have no idea. You're the expert.
This is how we learn, right?
Yeah.
But...
Tammy says it's too hot. The machine's too hot.
Well, I'm going to take everyone's suggestions. Let's do this first.
Turn it off, kind of like so it can literally just cool off.
Yeah, maybe, because we did have it going this whole time, guys. So maybe that is a good point, that it's just too hot. But
Jamie says she usually uses detail powder when doing this.
That could be it, but... I don't know. Let's try everyone's ideas. We'll learn together as a group.
Put the foil through your cuddle bug. Lower temp. Run through once with lower setting. Are you using the same powder as the original?
Yep.
Unplug for a minute or two, which is... I turned it off.
Yeah, I'm doing exactly what I did yesterday, because this was the first time I did it. And it worked like a charm. So I don't know the difference. So I think we'll foil it first and then cut it.
Then Sheila says you don't flick off the excess powder before heating.
I did, I thought. Well, but won't the powder... Oh,
Oops.
crap.
Oops.
So I wonder if that's it. I don't know. If it doesn't work this time, we're just going to go with it, people. But I could have swore I didn't do any of that stuff yesterday. I just... Will you turn it on, though? Because we're ready to foil.
All right.
It's giving us enough time for our...
If the laminator is too hot, it will melt the powder and the foil all at once, all together.
Ooh, that could be it. We did have that...
Is the purple and green foil the same brand?
Yeah, Decofoil.
Decofoil, yeah.
Yeah, and... but when I did it yesterday, it was only... I only went as soon as it said ready. So that could be it.
Did you use 5 or 3 mil?
I thought 5, but...
Well, it says it's ready.
Holy moly, that was quick.
Well, you have to remember it was...
You guys have me all so nervous
We're
now.
on the 3 mil.
Okay, if this doesn't work, we're just going to go with it and
Continue on.
continue on with life because, let's be honest, we probably all have something better to do. Okay, I'm just doing it once, people.
Only do it once.
I'm only doing it once. If this doesn't work, we're blaming the purple foil. Hashtag just saying. Just saying, Sean.
Do it once. Then
I need a drink.
Where's your water? There it is.
This live video was going so good until we got to this point. Hashtag nailed it. Nailed it.
Somebody thought the 3 mil and the 5 mil is just a paper setting. No, it's actually, if it's thicker, you want more heat. All right.
I have a feeling this didn't work again. Ta-da! So
Hello.
it was too hot, right?
Too hot.
Is that what we've suggested? We just had our laminator going too much. Sean,
Yeah.
that's your fault. Sean, I blame you.
Yay, yay, yay. Too hot. I love this learning togetherness.
Oh,
You did it. You did it. You were right. Yay, good job.
So who said it was too hot?
We're sure to
Everyone?
blame Sean. Good
It
job,
was
you
Sean's
guys.
fault. Sean's fault.
Maybe it was my fault.
Well, you did turn on the laminator like at 2 o'clock
Yeah,
this
but
afternoon.
it should stay at It should stay its temperature the whole time. That's why you'll see it turn itself off when it goes too hot.
Well, maybe we have a bipolar laminator. Maybe. But we figured it out. So, when you guys do this yourself, you can say, oh, that's right. Ken of Ken's Creations said it was too hot.
You gotta make mistakes to learn.
Nobody makes mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. But usually I edit them out.
So true.
So, and Sean usually always says, keep them in, and Melody says, keep them in. So maybe, just maybe, they have a point.
They'll have to be rated R.
Yes, because when I make a mistake, normally,
F-bombs here and there.
I blame Sean. Sean, what did you do? Okay, so now we can get back on track here. Like I was telling you guys, this double stitch is super nice. So you see it has a single stitch, right? Yeah. And then this has a double stitch. These are the same die size, technically. Well, I mean, they're not the same, but they're designed to fit into one another. Mm-hmm. So that way it perfectly hides that...
Single stitch.
Yeah,
Still
and
give
gives
you
you... I mean, I don't even know how much of a border that
It's
gives
like,
you.
I think that's like a 16th of an inch. It is
Yeah.
pretty small, but you still get one.
Which I love. I love the fact that you get that nice... It's just enough.
Yep, just enough.
Just enough. So, yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome.
Judy says yes, 1/16.
Okay, so we're at the point where we're going to build our card and finish it up. And as I thought, still kind of wet, but let's hit it with this, just a little click. You know what? Let's not. I just now thought of that. If it's crayon, it's going to melt it, right?
Melt it.
Jesus, this live video. God. This is what happens when you work full time and try doing a live video when you get home. All right, so this is the watermelon cardstock from Fun Stamper's Journey. I love this cardstock. It's 80 pound, and it's one of my favorite cardstocks. So we're just gonna
Any difference between Heidi Swapp's foil and Deco foil?
Not really. I mean, the only thing I don't like about Heidi Swapp's foil, and it could have changed, but hers come in a large. I have one. I'll show you. They come in a large roll. So for me, I end up cutting a lot of this down because Deco foil comes in these nice size. So for me, it's easier to use.
Although sheets are better than rolled in little tubes, isn't it?
I do like sheets the best, yeah.
So somebody was asking again the color of that pink?
The cardstock?
Yes.
That is Watermelon Fusion. It's from Fun Stamper's Journey. The original card I did was Electric Lime. So there's the original, Sean. So if you guys watch or go to my channel, I like a lot of vibrant, bright colors. And I also prefer a thicker cardstock. All right. So we have this cut out, just so you guys know. This is cut at 3.75 by 5 inches. And then this is cut just probably a 3.95 and 5.2 inches. And it'll give us a nice little thing. Now, because this isn't completely dry, I cannot guarantee that this whole thing won't be ruined by me trying to adhere this. So
Somebody wants to know, is it too late to order the friends and family?
reach out to me and we'll chitty chat.
That was from Kieran.
Karen, reach out to me. So I like this because it gives it just a nice, even black all the way around. Here we go. And once again, this isn't dry, you guys. Normally I would let it dry a little bit longer, but it's kind of hard to do. And I guess I could have done it but I wanted to show you my process. If I was planned out like a normal YouTube person. But at least you now know it's...
Oh, look at that. Perfect border. Nice.
Yeah. So, we're going to add this. This is just from Cricut. It is just their black glitter tape. You can also get it from Fun Stamper's Journey. And we're going to add a piece of it.
On camera, your crayon looks like foil.
Oh, it
On
does?
the camera, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. All right, there we go. And this is obviously, since this is tape, you don't have to adhere it with anything. You can just fold it.
Ellen says it's 2:40 in the morning where she is, and
Go to bed. Wow.
working on something. Her son or somebody was laughing their head off.
Oh, that's crooked.
Rosanna, I love your last name, Rosanna.
Is it McCoy?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
So is mine. We are the real McCoys.
How many times have you heard that in your life? This isn't straight and it kind of bugs me, so I want to change it. You heard that, like, was that, like, in school? Did people...
Well, we've known about it. It's an old saying. It comes from an old thing back during the Prohibition years.
All right. So then this will lay right here. Just like so. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to pop up our sentiment, which is over here. And look how good it looks. Now, you'll notice how it didn't get a perfect there, but I meant to do that. You know, the whole imperfection thing.
Angela says she's related to the Hatfields.
Is she?
Yep.
Wow,
She
that's
said.
kind of cool.
When I was in the Navy, I had a guy from whose last name was a Hatfield, and he was from that family back east. He was part of that clan back in the day. But we were friends on the
Oh, I forgot to do something.
What'd you forget?
Okay, we gotta push all this off to the side real quick. The last thing I forgot to do was, in the first one, you'll see all of the kind of random speckles. And for those of you who know my Fun Stamper's Journey, one of my things that I love is the color silks, which you have to shake.
Yes, you do. Thanks,
And
Judy.
yeah, this is the whole reason I joined Fun Stamper's Journey.
All for these.
Yeah. And we're just going to kind of flick a little bit of it. And I'm going to go up higher because I don't want it too concentrated. I kind of want it all over the place. You could be more controlled if you want to, and get the closer you get, the bigger.
Perfect.
Perfect?
Yeah.
Okay. And this actually dries pretty quick, but I'm going to clean up my mess. This will show you how much is in here, though, because this will show you all the color. So a lot could go a long way if you wanted to use this, because if you've watched my Color Silk video, you can take it from a baby wipe like this and go onto paper, and it will transfer beautifully. So I've done that in the past, and it worked out great. So now that that is done, we can bring this guy back in. And
Somebody's awake.
she's alive. I am not straight on, so you guys are going to have to tell me if that's good.
Pretty good.
And there you are. That was a crazy live video because of the foiling. I'm just hashtag saying, everyone.
Yes, this is the 36-inch mat.
I'm obsessed
You've got
with
the small
it.
one, too.
Yeah, but it's a huge difference. I'll show you.
Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful,
The-
gorgeous. Riley knows it's time. It's almost time for a cameo shot.
So this,
So let me see. I'll get way up here. So
look at the difference.
That's the first one you bought.
Yeah, so this is the small. He only has two sizes, I think. So this is the small right here. And look at it compared to the big. It is well worth the big. I know it's expensive, people. I totally get it. But it is... Oh, sorry, Sean. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's not gonna shake.
It is so
Yeah, it is a
worth
big
it.
difference. Because, I mean, it starts way over here and goes way over there.
Yeah, so it's a huge difference. So here's the cards, everyone. Couple things is definitely get your crayons out. They are actually really fun to work with, and they're very vibrant. So I just like how easy they blend from light to dark, and it was really easy to do just using obviously your finger.
He was asking, is this silicone? Yes.
Yeah, and what's great on this is like nothing moves on it. Like it's stuck,
Yeah, it
which
won't
I
melt.
love.
You can even put it
So
in
if you have your crayons, you know, your distressed crayons, get out and play with them. Another technique I saw that I didn't use this time is you can do what's called the negative effect, which is basically putting a stencil on. So you put the crayon on the paper, put the stencil on, and then take a wet wipe and basically clean this off the stencil. And then where the stencil is left under, it picks it up, which was very cool.
How long does it take for the crayon to dry? I noticed.
So this was overnight, and it's obviously dry. However, it's crayon, so your fingers are hot. So if I was to hold my finger there for a few seconds,
it again.
it's going to remelt it. And that's what, I don't know why it didn't dawn on me that the heat gun's going to melt it. But it does set up. You could put, definitely, you could Mod Podge over it if you wanted to. I don't know if I would, but so I love these crayons. I'm going to definitely use them more. And I hope you guys with us learned some stuff, because obviously... we learned together. Does anybody, before we leave, want to see the mystery box contents, or do we get that all answered?
Well, you have quite a few more following people, so you might want to do that again.
So the Cricut did release the mystery box today, and it is a Cuttlebug themed mystery box. It's $39.99, and it's normally around $110, and this is what will come with it. You get this, which is a winter bundle, so it comes with 4. I do have the link down below, so if you use the link, make sure to use KK15. That gets you 15% off. This is a border and die set. So here's the die, here's the border. Same on this one. Same on that one. That reminds me of dies.
Dice.
Dice, sorry. Same on that one. These are cool. These are little metal pieces that you can put in between your embossing folders, and it will actually emboss. Both of these, that's what those are. That's the Paris one. And another one. And then this is the big one that I liked. This is the Anna Griffin framed sentiments. So these are embossing folders. Then you can change out these framed sentiments in there and change that. Yeah. Really cool. So, and this is well worth it just for the box. I mean, this is well worth it. So it's $39.99 minus 15%. If you're a Cricut Access member, you get another 10% off. So you can get it as low as like right under $31. So it's definitely worth it. All of the supplies for this box is down below. I definitely recommend right now. I've linked these. The distress crayons. Normally I would link them to Amazon, but I linked scrapbook.com because right now the packs are $8.99. So I don't know how long they'll stay at that price, but where I linked it is $8.99 to these, all the different packs. I got all the packs. I love them. And I know they were really popular last year because everyone was all about them, but I haven't used it. So down below, $8.99. Get these if you can. That's cheaper than Amazon. Amazon, I believe they were $10.99 a pack, plus shipping, I think. So this is way better. And I cannot stress enough. And I think Melody has these, so she can attest to it, or maybe she's getting them. I cannot attest enough about these. I am obsessed with these die sets. So this is the die sets I use. These are Gina K's die sets. This is that one, and then it fits. That's the double, and then it fits in the single. So that's what you get. And I like the dual purpose because if you wanted to, you could cut this and just have a single stitch. But if you like the nice, very faint black outline, that's using the double stitch within the single stitch. It's a brilliant concept, and she has them that comes in. I may have bought them all. Don't tell Sean, but I may have bought them all. So here's the double. So it also comes in rectangles. It comes in ovals. And it comes in squares. So ThermoWeb sent me this set, I believe. And as soon as I wasn't going to buy them because I have a ton of dies, guys. I don't need them. But as soon as I got the concept of giving it that faint line around there, I was sold and I bought the rest. So I gave you the link for these down below, but you can go to the ThermoWeb store and pick them all up. Well worth the cost. I love these dies. And that's the that's the video we're filming this week, is all of the Gina K ThermoWeb. I'll give you guys a sneak peek just because you all helped me through my foiling nightmare. I'm telling you what, sometimes this is the deal. Everyone's friends here, right, Sean? Mm-hmm. Here's the deal. I love Jenna McGuire. Love her videos. Here's the deal, though. I don't know if you guys are like me. I go try to reproduce Jennifer McGuire's videos, and they never work out for me. Like, I don't know. She's just perfect. She's a perfect crafter. And I do it, and I look at mine compared to Jennifer's. No. Not even close. She is so talented, but not me, I guess. Okay, so you guys already probably saw that one, and you saw that one. But for the video, I'll show you guys all of them so you guys can see what I've been doing. For the video, we made this one. Look at that. I'm obsessed with this line. I can't tell you enough. I wasn't going to show this tonight because I'm showing you guys this on Friday when I release it, but I'm obsessed. And then I did this one. And this line is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that will be on Friday. I'm going to be releasing that. So I will say, yeah, Jennifer McGuire is not doing them live, but she is so talented and she is amazing. And some of her techniques are absolutely mind-blowing. And then I do them and I get frustrated.
And yes, you did make the Gina K bow.
I made the Gina K bow! Yep. I'll show that on the video. It took me a few times. It's pretty easy, but I tell you what, her technique of doing this bow, the Gina K bow, is perfect. And I'm going to be showing everyone because I'm obsessed. So that will be coming Friday, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to be filming that the rest of the night. But as for tonight, there is your 2 cards. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Before we take off, any questions? Anything? Hope you guys enjoyed the cards. And thank you, everyone, for learning with me on this foiling because we figured it out. on why it wasn't working. So we now know. It was just my Amazon, which is good to know that Amazon that's $21 for that laminator gets that hot.
Yeah.
That's good to know. But if you're doing my technique, not my technique, Jennifer McGuire's technique, you need to make sure it's not too hot. So, oh, you guys want to see Riley really quick? All right. I'll be right back.
She's the star.
Back. Come here. All right. Come here.
Then I'm going to kind of tilt the camera so it's a little more like this.
Guys.
Everybody says yes.
All right. Here she comes.
She has a wet head because she's been playing
Riles.
with the tubes.
Okay. And she can't walk up there anymore. She used to, as a puppy, just sit there. But now you want to run everywhere. She's 13 pounds now.
Probably 14.
What is it? Oh, you want to play. She wants to play because she's been outside all day. So here, go play. And right for the shoes. There's the Riles. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Come back, Riley. Everyone wants to see you. You got to come back here. Sean can't keep up with her. There
she is.
There's the Riles.
Hey.
What is it, Riles? What?
Oh.
What is it? Oh, Sean can't keep up with her. Come here.
Come down.
Sit. Come here. Say hi to everyone. Hi. Who is that? Come here. Hi. Everyone wants to see you. Can you say hi? Oh, big girl. She's transitioning good, and she is loving life, and she's a little player, as you can see.
Hi.
She just doesn't want to stand still for you, does she? You're so sweet. You're a sweet baby girl. I know. Hello.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jonathan
Oh,
McCoy.
I'm sorry. I hit my head.
It was good up until the very end, and now you...
I hit my head. Sorry.
Oops. Uh-oh. Now I know how to add a moderator. I touched a button and I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yay! I know how to add a moderator on the app now. All right, sorry about that. So, guys, thank you so much. We'll keep showing Riley because I'm starting to feel like you only come for Riley. That's what I'm thinking. And thank you, everyone that helped me solve my issue. Sorry we had to do it 3 times.
Oh, well.
But as a team, with no help from you, we figured it out. So, thank you so much. If you guys want to buy anything, please use my links down below. I will love you forever. We get a small commission. That's awesome. And have a wonderful night. We'll be back Wednesday night for our weekly wrap-up.
Alrighty.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.